They said Canelo was finished. They said Crawford would expose him. But this leaked footage shows something the experts missed, and it's about to flip the entire narrative on its head.
Eso. Venga. 5, venga. 1.
Canelo's secret training sessions reveal something that will completely change how you see the Crawford fight. The boxing establishment tried to bury this footage. Now you'll understand why. This is exactly why Floyd ran for 12 rounds. This is why GGG kept backing up. And this is why Crawford's team is already making excuses. Canelo's footwork doesn't just cut off the ring, it traps fighters in their own nightmare. Watch how he turns running into suicide. This is the combination that put Kovalev to sleep, the same sequence that dropped Amir cold. Crawford's never faced power like this, and these leaked clips show Canelo's perfected the formula for ending fights early. Canelo's drilling combination specifically designed to bypass defense and land clean on the chin. This training reveals why Canelo doesn't just beat champions, he breaks them. These combinations don't just win fights, they end legacies. Look at the precision, the setup, the finishing sequence. Crawford's undefeated record isn't just in danger. His whole career could be over in one exchange. Bivol survived 12 rounds with Canelo, and what he just said about that power will haunt every fighter in the division. This is coming from a man who never got dropped, never got hurt badly, but still calls Canelo's power something special. Enough terrifying for Crawford's team.
I could compare like with Canelo, yeah? he put all his energy, all his power on single punch.
Yeah, Canelo.
And yeah, maybe single punch sometimes he's harder, Canelo, yeah, than
Canelo's literally training to hunt Crawford's movement. The cobra bag mimics how slippery fighters try to escape. But watch how Canelo's turning Crawford's biggest weapon into his death sentence. Every strike is targeting where Crawford thinks he's safe. While other fighters hit heavy bags, Canelo is also perfecting the art of killing mobile fighters. Canelo's training with Crawford's biggest rival to send a message. Boots knows Crawford's weaknesses better than anyone, and now he's teaching Canelo exactly how to exploit them. Crawford's worst nightmare is becoming reality. Even Keith Thurman sees what Crawford refuses to admit. Canelo's making the perfect preparation. When a former welterweight champion calls this world-class and beautiful, Crawford should be terrified. The entire boxing community is watching Canelo get better, while Crawford gets left behind.
What do you think about Ennis joining Canelo for the Crawford camp?
Hey, good stuff, man. That's beautiful.
Anywhere.
That's beautiful, man.
Thurman calling this the best switch hitter Canelo can get is a direct shot at Crawford's overrated skills. When a former champion gets this excited watching Canelo spar, it means Crawford's about to face something he's never seen before.
World class, it's the best switch hitter he can get. That's not his opponent, As champions working with champions, in the modern day and age, man, you don't get that a lot, It reminds me back when I was supposed to fight Marcos Maidana, and I got Sean Porter for sparring.
Thank you, boss.
So I like it.
Sebastian Fundora just delivered the harshest truth Crawford doesn't want to hear. While Crawford's fans make excuses, a real 154-pound champion is exposing why this fight will destroy Crawford. The 6'6" giant who actually fights at these weights just buried Crawford's chances.
Canelo.
What do you think is the most significant part of that matchup in Canelo versus Crawford?
That he's comfortable at 168, that he's been fighting there. He went and collected all the belts at that weight class. The advantage of being there first, you know what to expect in that weight class. Crawford's coming off a 154 fight that he fought last year. So I really don't consider him even a 154. He's been fighting at 147 for a while. He had that one fight at 154, and then he stopped fighting for a year again. So, of course he's probably been training, again, high-class fighter, but to be comfortable at 168, you're going to have to do some fights in there. And going in there fighting the undisputed champion, it's going to take a toll.
But Fundora wasn't done destroying Crawford. He just exposed the real reason behind Canelo's boots and his training sessions. What he reveals next proves this whole thing is psychological warfare designed to break Crawford before he even steps in the ring.
I think it's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis. Because, he likes to switch right-handed, southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that. But, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit of drama. I think he did for a dramatic effect. But, great fighter at 147. But 154 is a different division. They have me in there, so we'll see what he can do.
Crawford thinks he got in Canelo's head, but he actually awakened a monster. This analysis reveals why disrespecting Canelo was the worst strategy Crawford could choose.
And I know Turkey is in your corner,
I
but
promise you.
Look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
Crawford's biggest mistake wasn't the walk-up, it was thinking Canelo would forget. This expert analysis proves why personal disrespect against Canelo always ends in disaster. Crawford just gave Canelo the motivation to end his career. That push wasn't just physical, it was Canelo marking Crawford for destruction. This man has felt real power from middleweights, super middleweights, and welterweights. Gabe Rosado knows what hurts and what doesn't. His brutal assessment of Crawford's power will shock every boxing fan.
So I don't see how Crawford could hurt Canelo, because Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can hurt Canelo.
Robert Garcia knows both fighters personally and trains at their level daily. What he's about to reveal about this fight comes from someone who understands elite boxing better than any fan or media member.
On paper, Canelo should win. Canelo's bigger and stronger. And if Canelo lands good punches, I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, first time in that division and jumping 2 divisions, where he only had one fight at 154 and didn't look his best either. So there's a lot of questions, about that. And that's why a lot of people think Canelo is going to knock out Crawford. But
Garcia doesn't sugarcoat anything. He's seen too many fighters get destroyed by moving up in weight. Crawford finally broke his silence after seeing Canelo's training footage with Boots Ennis, but his response reveals desperation instead of confidence. When fighters start making excuses before the fight even happens, you know they're already beaten mentally.
So what that mean? He's not me.
Yeah.
As much as a lot of people, say we have similarities and, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me.
The man who's been helping Canelo destroy Crawford's style just gave his honest assessment. After sparring with Canelo and seeing the preparation up close, Boots Ennis can't lie about what he witnessed. His prediction will devastate Crawford fans.
That's a big jump, to be, going from 54 to 68. I mean, it's a great fight for boxing, big fight for boxing. I guess the world wants to see it, so, yeah.
Boots Ennis just broke the ultimate code. He's revealing what he really thinks after working with Canelo against Crawford's exact style. When your own division rival gives you only a 30% chance, that's brutal honesty.
That's a big jump, to be, going from 54 to 68. I mean, it's a great fight for boxing, big fight for boxing. I guess the world wants to see it, so, yeah.
So there you have it. From Bivol's power warning to Garcia's knockout prediction, from Fondora's weight class reality check to Boots Ennis giving Crawford only 30% chance after training with Canelo himself. Every expert, every insider, every fighter who knows both men is saying the same thing. Crawford is walking into a disaster. But here's the question that's keeping me up at night. Is Crawford delusional enough to think he can prove everyone wrong? Or does he already know he's about to get destroyed and just needs the payday? Drop your honest prediction in the comments and don't sugarcoat it. If you want more leaked footage and insider breakdowns that the boxing world doesn't want you to see, smash that subscribe button because we're just getting started. The truth always comes out and we'll be here to show you every brutal second of it.